What's going on, everybody? I am Ben with the BTC Sessions, and we're here for another episode of Why Are We Bullish? Prague edition. I'm here at BTC Prague, and we're going to be asking people, why are they bullish? We're going to do a little supercut. So let's check out what people had to say.
HODL the Bitcoin.
And a quick shout out to sponsors of the show, HodlHodl, CoinKite, Nunchuk, and Start9. You can check them all out in the links down below.
My name is Anita Posch.
Awesome. Anita, can you tell me, why are you bullish?
I'm bullish on Bitcoin because I spent the last 8 months in Southern African countries to see how in real life the challenges of people there are with their national currencies. And I mean, Bitcoin is the only uncensorable neutral money that helps in so many problems that people are facing. And also, like, most of African countries are led by authoritarians. So Bitcoin gives them the chance to own their own money, and it proves its use case as freedom money there. And right now, for instance, the Zimbabwean dollar is crumbling. It's in hyperinflation again, and they are trying to ban basically US dollar accounts or exchange them forcibly to Zimbabwean dollar again. So, and that is something where people I met in Zimbabwe who told me, I've unbanked myself because it's much better to just hold Bitcoin and from time to time to exchange it to US dollar to be able to pay my bills. So the average age in African countries is 20 years, whereas in Europe and in other Western countries, it's 43 years. So I believe that innovation, massive innovation and adoption will come from the medium of exchange side of Bitcoin. So I'm very bullish on that.
Awesome. All right, Adam, please tell me, why are you bullish at the moment?
Well, one thing I saw like a couple of weeks ago is a data point from one of the analytics firms that showed that for the first time there were 1 million UTXOs with 1 Bitcoin or more. And so it's a rough estimate, but they were saying that that means there are now 1 million people who have saved up a whole Bitcoin. And presumably they're not going to sell it, after they worked for so many years to accumulate, right? And my immediate thought was, that's cool, but let's pump these numbers. Let's get to 1 million, let's get to 10 million UTXOs. And it took me a few seconds and I realized that's probably not possible, right? Because only 21 million Bitcoin, many of them are not for sale, not on exchange. And if 9 million people try to buy a Bitcoin over the next few years, they will push the price way out of reach. And given the adoption, that was just a very bullish thought that crossed my mind at that time.
Let people know, who are you?
So I'm Max Hillebrand. I work on a couple free and open source software projects, and I'm bullish as fuck because yesterday I was at the Cypherpunk meetup and there were like 200, 300 guys showing up, and we were just talking about the amazing tools of cyberspace that we can build to protect individual sovereignty. And there's so much cool tech in the work and the best people on this planet working on it. It's an insane crew, and it's a pleasure to be part of it, and it's the adventure of a lifetime. So let's keep building, and Bitcoin is gonna go crazy.
So who are you guys?
I'm Carla Bitcoin.
I am Walker, America.
Awesome. And why are you bullish?
Well, I'm bullish because yesterday I was at a kebab shop late at night, and some teenagers saw my Bitcoin hat and asked me if I'm a Bitcoiner, and I said yes. And they said, will you be at the conference tomorrow? And they were Czech teenagers, and they were super excited to come to the conference. And it's just really nice to see the young generation get involved.
That's amazing. I love it. How about you?
I am bullish because Will, aka JB55, just released this morning, as he had like a couple minutes to spare apparently, a new release on Damus that allows you to zappertize, meaning you are able to post a value for value zap on Nostr, and that zap will now be taken to the top of the comments based on the value that it has. This is opening up new doors for companies, for creators, for developers, and creating a beautiful virtuous cycle of value within Nostr. It's going to grow that network, and the purple wave is the orange wave, so that's why I'm bullish.
That's bullish.
That's bullish.
Thank you, guys. Fast forward, I am here in Oslo, Norway for the Oslo Freedom Forum with the Human Rights Foundation, where a number of human rights activists along with a number of Bitcoiners have joined together to talk about both human and financial freedom. Let's see why some of the individuals here are bullish. All right, who are you? What do you do?
I'm Alex Leishman. I'm the CEO of River.
Awesome. And Alex, why are you bullish?
I'm bullish because we clearly need a decentralized, robust store of value, and we're seeing that more and more in the United States. Anyone who can do the math can see the trajectory that we're on. Our banking system is a slow motion train wreck. Our federal government spending is out of control. Sort of the US dollar trajectory is very clear, and we need Bitcoin to protect our citizens against that. Additionally, we're seeing the global need for Bitcoin here at the Oslo Freedom Forum. We're seeing more and more people globally using Bitcoin as a way to preserve their financial freedom, to transact freely, and move value wherever they need to around the world.
Hey, I'm Justin Redrick, author from Bars of Bitcoin and executive director of the Bitcoin Transformation Community. And our first project is to educate prisoners in America on Bitcoin and how it can liberate them and hopefully get them jobs in the mining space.
Awesome. So, Justin, why are you bullish?
Well, we're here at the Oslo Freedom Forum, and I was bullish in 2016, but I'm even more bullish now, seeing how Bitcoin really helps political freedom fighters in their aid to save their country. I'm bullish about it beyond just making money, how it changes communities and how I like to change mine, and how we're going to change the world slowly but surely. So, you know, it's all about opportunity and the hope that it provides on top of the money that you can make.
Who are you? What do you do?
My name is Janet Maindi. I'm the CEO of Gridless.
And why are you bullish?
I am bullish because Africa needs energy, and the only way we're going to get this energy in Africa is by investing in Bitcoin.
Hi, man. Who are you? What do you do?
My name is Eric Hirschman. I'm the CEO at Gridless, where we do Bitcoin mining in Africa.
Awesome. And so the big question for you, why are you bullish?
Man, I think I'm bullish because I see how Bitcoin mining pushes electricity to the edges for the people who need it most. And it changes the way that energy works in Africa.
All right, man. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm Patato Marco, and I'm developing a service that basically lets people without internet-connected devices send and receive Bitcoin. It's called Machankura.
Awesome. And why are you bullish?
Well, effectively, Bitcoin is the best way to send transactions in the world. Right? It has the best UX, and yeah, it being a digital medium allows you to build anything you want on top of it, as long as, you know, it's in a digital format. And the medium is not the message, so even if you don't have internet, you could still make it work.
Fast forward, it is the final stop on my whirlwind tour, Toronto, for the Canadian Bitcoin Conference. Let's see why people were bullish. So, who are you? What do you do?
My name's Julian, and I make videos about Bitcoin that hopefully are going to change the hearts and minds of everyone else who's not already in it.
Awesome. Well, the big question, why are you bullish?
I'm bullish because I have finally found something that connects me to pretty much everyone in the world. In a world that is polarized on political fronts, on gender fronts, on income fronts, Bitcoin is the great unifier, the great message, and the great, I guess, base layer for humanity, which we can all coalesce behind and find purpose and reason and build anew.
All right, man. Who are you? What do you do?
I am Luke Broyles, and I tweet. As pathetic as that sounds, yeah, I tweet. I have a podcast under my same name, Luke Broyles, and I'm working on a feature-length Bitcoin film. It's currently, still is the most active Bitcoin education piece of content on Geyser right now. We're getting a lot of funding for that, so I'm very grateful for that. We're like 5 weeks in, so
awesome.
Yeah, between the film and Twitter, coming to the conferences, and YouTube, I'm working a lot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So the big question then, why are you bullish?
Yeah, why am I bullish? Well, I think there's many reasons to be bullish. I gave a presentation early this morning, about CBDCs, and while I don't advocate for Bitcoin's adoption as a function of hurting people or wishing ill upon people, I think the unfortunate reality is here, being in Canada, it's quite appropriate that probably most people will adopt Bitcoin out of pain. I don't think most people will adopt Bitcoin out of curiosity. I think historically speaking, we are a very unique group of individuals. You know, if we assume Bitcoin survives 100, 200 years or so, and we assume that the global population's flat, you know, there might be, 10, 20, maybe even 30 billion people that use Bitcoin. It's like we happen to be the first couple million that discover out of curiosity. And I think probably when you look at the CBDCs, when you look at the control, when you look at the misinformation and the incentive to increase centralization, I think that pain is inevitable. And like I said, I don't wish ill upon people. I don't want that to happen. But I know that it's inevitable. It's a matter of time. And ultimately, us Canadians, or us Americans and you Canadians, are, along with Europe and Japan, are very fortunate that we're a part of the billion people or so that are the financially privileged. So I suppose I'm ultimately bullish because in 2023 we have 1 billion active global users, human users that are plugged into the finance system, and Bitcoin could increase that to 3, 4, even 5 billion over the coming decades. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin because I think people will see the solution that it is.
All right, man. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm Len. I'm from the Canadian Bitcoiners podcast. How are you, brother?
Awesome. And why are you bullish?
I'm bullish because I'm standing next to you, number one. But number two, it's all the things that are being built upon Bitcoin. I look at stuff like Nostra, for instance, where you have a decentralized platform and you could then zap people Bitcoin for their thoughts. This is a great thing that's being done with Bitcoin. So many things are being built upon it, and these are the things that make me bullish. The price, not so much. It's always secondary in my opinion. I like to see all the things that are being built upon it. That's what truly makes me bullish, and it's a decentralized way of sending peer-to-peer money. Can't go wrong with that.
All right, who are you? What do you do?
I'm Adam, the founder and CEO of Bitcoin Well.
Awesome. And why are you bullish?
I'm bullish because we have energy that backs money for the first time in history.
All right, man. Who are you? What do you do?
So my name is Ryan McLeod. On Twitter, I go by Nuclear Bitcoiner, and I work in the nuclear industry, and I am trying to promote the idea of mining Bitcoin with nuclear power as to anyone, anywhere that is willing to listen to it.
Awesome. And why are you bullish?
Because the nuclear power industry, in some ways, is starting to figure this out. What's going on in Susquehanna with Talon Energy, building a 250 megawatt, that one's only 100 megawatts, but it's, and then the UAE building 250 megawatt Bitcoin mining to go with their new 5 gigawatts of nuclear power. The CleanSpark is expanding in Georgia, building where they just finished completing several nuclear reactors. So it's very exciting times, and I'm looking forward to seeing the momentum continue to build because I am certain that nuclear power is going to take a substantial chunk of the hash rate in the not too distant future.
All right, man. Let's start with who are you? What do you do?
My name is Jesse Berger. I wrote a book called Magic Internet Money, a book about Bitcoin, which I published in October of 2020. And I'm very bullish on Bitcoin.
Awesome. It was a good one too. I enjoyed it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate your support of the book over the last few years, and the feedback I get on it is great because it's got just that nice, concise format that everyone can pick off the bits they want to learn from.
Yeah, man. All right. So the big question: why are you bullish?
The real answer is, why wouldn't I be bullish? There's every reason to be bullish on Bitcoin, whether you're coming at it from the monetary number go up perspective, if you're coming at it from the freedom go up perspective and helping resist tyranny around the world in its different variations. Anyone can access it. It's open 24/7. It's liquid. It's portable. It's durable. It's the best money we've ever had. And once you get your hands dirty using it, actually experiencing sending a transaction, which is always the hardest part for new people, it just makes so much sense. And yeah.
All right. Who are you? What do you do?
My name is Dave Bradley. I work for Bitcoin Well, and I am widely known as the strongest and best-looking Bitcoin entrepreneur in Canada.
I can attest to that. So why are you bullish then?
I'm very bullish on this conference. I think the crowd that we got is fantastic. We've got, maybe 300, 350 people. Very hardcore Bitcoin group, I would say. Not a lot of scams. Like, there's maybe one NFT guy here, and he wasn't very popular. I'm a little bearish on the fact that there are no women at this conference. You know, there's probably out of 350 people, there's probably 10, which is like a new record probably even for a Bitcoin conference. But I'm also bullish on sort of the tone and the topic of the discussion here. There hasn't been a lot of price talk really at all. Like, I haven't really had anyone bring it up. It hasn't been a part of really what's going on at all on the main stage. It's been talking more about like where Bitcoin fits in the world and where the technology is going and where products are going, and the discussion's been really, really solid. So I think it's it bodes well considering we're in the midst of a bear market.
Who are you? What do you do?
I'm Megs.
All right. What do you do? I'm Megs.
I do it all. No. I advise El Salvador government. I'm in mining, and I work on Bitcoin policy.
Awesome. So, Megs, why are you bullish?
I'm bullish because I live in Canada, and as you can see from the truckers' protest, even Canada needs Bitcoin. No, but honestly, I'm much more bullish because I see Bitcoin integrating into every aspect of society, whether it's energy systems, agriculture, waste management, and I think that's how we win from the bottom up. We slowly change the hearts and minds of every industry, and they will come with us to fight for Bitcoin.
And who are you? What do you do?
Eric Yakes, I'm the author of The Seventh Property.
Awesome. And why are you bullish?
I was just on a panel, and we asked the room who runs their own full node, and everybody raised their hand running Lightning nodes.
That's impressive. That's solid. I mean,
big time. Bear market. Ton of Bitcoiners.
We're on the right trajectory in your opinion then?
We're cruising, baby.
Love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please do like, subscribe, share, all those things. They help a ton. You can hit up the previously mentioned sponsors in the show notes down below. And if you really liked what you saw, you can hit up my website, btcsessions.ca. You can book me for private sessions, or you can just scroll down a little bit. You'll see my LN URL. You can drop lightning tips if you really enjoyed it. As for me, I'm out. Have yourselves a wonderful day or evening, wherever you may be. See you guys next time for your daily session.
HodlHodl the Bitcoin.